reported today in The Verge. Uber is at fault for fatal self-driving crash, but it's not alone. Federal investigators split the blame for the fatal Uber self-driving crash between the ride-hailing company, the safety driver in the vehicle, the victim, and the state of Arizona in a blistering official report that also took the federal government to task for failing to properly regulate the industry. In a hearing of the National Traffic Safety Board in Washington, D.C. on November 19, the three-member panel heard from a team of investigators who had been sifting through the details of the crash for over a year now. At the end of the 2.5-hour hearing, the board issued its determination of probable cause in the event that shook the autonomous vehicle industry. The board cited the following as contributing to the fatal crash. The failure of the Uber self-driving vehicle operator, Rafaela Vasquez, to monitor the road and the automated driving system because she was visually distracted throughout the trip by her personal cell phone. Police had determined that Vasquez was streaming the voice on her smartphone at the time of the crash. NTSB investigators confirmed that she spent 34% of her time in the Uber vehicle that night glancing down at her phone, with the final glance taking place 6 seconds before impact. Vasquez only returned her gaze to the road 1 second before the crash, investigators said. The inadequate safety risk assessment procedures at Uber's Advanced Technologies Group. The board blasted Uber's lack of a safety division within ATG, noting that the company did not have a dedicated safety manager in place who was responsible for risk assessment and mitigation. Uber's ineffective monitoring of vehicle operators. There were cameras in the vehicle monitoring safety drivers, but there was no oversight to ensure that those drivers weren't violating the company's policies prohibiting things like cell phone use. Uber's inability to address the automation complacency of its safety drivers monitoring the automated driving systems. Riding with these vehicles can be very dull, and Uber lacked a system in place to ensure its safety drivers weren't getting overly complacent. The victim, Elaine Hertzberg, was found to have methamphetamines in her system, and her impairment may have led her to cross the street outside the crosswalk, thus leading to her death. Arizona's insufficient policies to regulate automated vehicles on its public roads were found to have contributed to the crash. The run-up to the hearing featured the emergence of new information that cast a negative light on Uber's autonomous testing efforts. Earlier this month, the NTSB released a trove of new documents that revealed that Uber did not have a formal safety plan in place at the time of the crash. The board also found that Uber's autonomous vehicles. For more on this story, visit the news article link.